Hey everyone, I'm Cindy from Clucking Around and I am your chicken check-in chick. I want to give you a little update on the process that I have found works good for me when I'm introducing different age chickens out to end up in my big girl coop and big girl run. So the first thing I like to do, depending on the age of chickens that I get, I do have one of these makeshift brooders, depending on, like I said, the age. If they have not developed their feathers yet, then that's where they go with a heat lamp, okay, and their feed and water. And I usually like to have them up on a table that I have set up in my breezeway, and that helps me to not have to bend and lift and do a bunch of things in order to clean out the brooder. The next step I like to do is I end up transitioning them to a regular kennel, okay? And I've also at times put in like a piece of wood across here so they would have a roosting bar and start that process as well. But I like to line this with some of those heavy duty trash bags. I actually will cut those heavy duty trash bags in half and fold it up, and it creates an easier way for me to clean each day so that I don't have to wash this tray out every day. I just have to lift out the trash bag. So that's the easiest thing I've found for me to keep the chicks clean and in a healthy environment. So after the brooder, this is where I would move them when they're no longer needing a heat lamp or anything like that, and they can't fit through the slats. So that's some of the ways I start to get my chicks ready to head out to the coop. Okay, so let's head out to the coop and I'll show you my next process that I do. Okay, these are some of my younger ones who have now learned the chicken yard. And, oh, sorry, girl. There's Maverick. There's Lacey and Speckles. They have now learned the chicken yard, and so they are, there goes Blondie. And here comes Cruella. These are my ones that I slowly introduced to my big girls, you can see. And everybody's getting along. Sometimes there's little squabbles because the big girls get annoyed with the teenage girls. But these girls are out now, and I'm going to show you what I have for my youngest. So the girls I just showed you that are out in the chicken yard, they are there, but this is where they were just 2 weeks ago. Let me show you. Just 2 weeks ago, the girls, the ones that are out now, were in this kennel that is in the run, and it's a nice size kennel, and I like that I can walk into it without knocking my head off or having to bend down on the ground. And as you can see, I put just some log across here, some branch, so that they can get up on the branches to roost at night. They have their food and their water. Now these are my youngest girls that I've been talking about, and they will be in here probably for another week. I might try to do some work with them on the weekend and just see how they do in the run. So that's my next process, is when I have brought birds out here to get them introduced to the rest of the flock, my next step is opening up that door right there and just letting them run the run and just run and fly across the run however they please. But I'll shut that door right there so that I don't have to try to chase them around the yard yet. So that'll probably take, once I start that takes about 2 weeks. And then I sit with them outside. I'll probably around Thanksgiving break. That's going to give me maybe some time to spend out here where I can watch them out in the yard, watch how they venture out of the run to start checking the yard out. So that's my plan, and we'll see if we make it. So these girls are getting ready. They're wanting to kind of start coming out of this kennel and interact. And then that's how they're going to learn the pecking order. So the next step in the process is when my other girls end up roosting on this outside bar that is outside of the the chicken coop area. So they'll end up nesting on this before they feel comfortable to go up into the coop with the big girls. And I will capture a picture later this evening of how that happens with my young ones. And that process will start back over again with these girls. So that is just the process I have found that works for me. There are all sorts of other processes out there that people may use to integrate their young and older chickens to each other and to get them used to each other. But that's what I've found that works for me. So a little step-by-step process, but I like to do it where it's careful. I know that my girls are going to be safe, healthy, and not get pecked to death, hopefully. So that's just what I do. So I hope everyone enjoys the video and can take some advice from it in some way or form.